and that's a green light. I mean, that's a green light for TSJ. Anyone to just keep on driving, draw fouls, try to get inside and in a bucket. They're going to continue to pursue that at the end of this first half.
He can be aggressive, but he can't be too careful because one more and he draws his second foul. Cautiously aggressive, you could say, and not just Shannon, too. Again, Domask getting inside, Gibbs Lawhorn in transition when he gets back into the game. Curious to see the role that Niccolo Moretti has as well for this team, maybe facilitating, spreading the floor, forcing some guys to the outside, maybe allowing those other guys to work. 1 for 2 from Shannon. And again, we talked about the pace battle. Eastern Illinois is going to want to play slower. Now Tiger Booker has it, slows it down temporarily. Back to Booker, Shannon over pursued. Beautiful two-man game, but unable to convert there is Bolis. Back to Moretti, he goes in, kick out, Domask, corner, too strong again. Fight for the rebound, pulled out by Hainsbury. Back to Domask. And there you saw it, Hainsbury with the rebounding prowess for Illinois. Shannon back in, kick out, extra pass deflected, and that will stop that three from Moretti. 7 on the shot clock, they go back to him. Go back out to Shannon. Doesn't rush his shot, and he cashes it in.
We're getting that feeling where Illinois is looking to make that extra pass, right? Sometimes that can hurt, but in this situation, they're able to develop the play long enough where TSJ is essentially wide open in the corner, takes his time, knocks it down.
And a clear indication, too, that they want to get the three-point game going. They've now expanded the lead to 6, and they're eating up time in these Eastern Illinois possessions, forcing a lot of late shot clocks as Bolis off the glass can't convert, and Shannon pushes it now. Looking to drive, now back out. Guerrier looks to go in for Hansberry. He looks to find a man on the outside and does. Moretti thought about it, and it appears he stepped out of bounds.
In for the Panthers, number 17, Lazar Grubovich.
Niccolo, the Bologna native, whose brother Davide played with Terrence Shannon Jr. at Texas Tech for a few seasons. Certainly imagine that was a factor in seeing Davide's success and deciding where do I want to play. Oh, I got this great teammate who's now with this great program at Illinois. Jacoby on the outside, in and out. Both teams starting to struggle with those threes again. Only 1 for 4 now for Eastern and 2 for 15 from Illinois. You know, coming into the season with the mid-range game that Domask provides, Danger starting to get involved inside, Hansberry, the presence of more natural 3s and 4s for Illinois. We didn't think this was going to be a live by the 3, die by the 3 offense, but they still have 4 guys on the outside, 4 guys stationed along that 3-point line offensively, and it's contributed to those inconsistencies. Another air ball. Inside a minute, and it goes to Illinois. So no permanent paint presence. Won't be surprised if, I mean, that's Dane Danger's natural spot on the inside, so won't be surprised if he goes into that role more often as Dre Gibbs Lawhorn back into the game for the last 55 seconds of the first half. And 2, you have to figure out how to diversify that offense because all this talk of inconsistency come March, a lot of that is because of the 3s, no matter what game you're in. So a season-long task for Illinois. They're not shying away from it here, however, as Goody had a pure look. That's not a bad one to take. He had plenty of room, and he didn't rush a shot either.
It seems like that's been the second. You know, he's knocked down 2 today. That's really, been the first look where he felt comfortable and able to shoot from the wing.
You have a lot of three-point power if you can make them, but you don't want to take the careless shots. Gibson. Back out, seeing his first playing time and putting up the shot, Lazar Grubovich, and short. 14 seconds now. Goody will hold. And take a timeout, use it or lose it there for Illinois with 10 seconds left. Great recognition by Goody of that fact. So now Illinois, ever since it was 19-13 Eastern Illinois, they've gone on a little 21-6 run here to not necessarily put the game away, but certainly put the momentum away for the time being. Put it in their favor.
Yeah, I think it really started when Hamlin had to go to the bench, right? And he hasn't seen too much playing time in the second part of the first half, and that's where we started to get a little bit of stretches here, but I think Illinois has done a better job of establishing a inside presence more, and then Eastern Illinois has just been slow to rotate when it comes to swinging, and Illinois making that extra pass. We've seen a few more open shots for Illinois on the perimeter.
And the three impact players for Illinois in this half have been Danger, Gibbs, Lawhorn, and Domask, certainly. So now 10 seconds left. And Illinois has Gibbs, Lawhorn, Hansberry, Goody, Shannon, and Damask on. So you have to imagine it's going to go to Shannon. There's going to be a lot of screens and curls to set him up here. Right on cue, a pick there, but out to Hansberry. 8 seconds. They're looking to get it to Shannon, and they do. Goody sets up. Shannon with a deep three from the logo, and he delivers. That's some momentum going into halftime, fixing the three-point problem, and a 24-6 run. It took them a little bit of time, but they got into form.
And I think that just comes with, right, we talked at the beginning of the game, so much talent.